This is Jeremy Tesmer with SGTV. 140 years ago, James Brevoort found a way to get out of the city, New York City in fact, to paint the landscape of upstate New York and rural Connecticut. Away from the stresses of urban life at the dawn of the modern age, he could find peace, deep peace, and escape. Our own Lockwood DeForest pursued a similar agenda. He could have remained among the sophisticates and excitement of life in Lower Manhattan, but he chose to venture out. At dawn, at end of day, and even late at night, to meditate, to contemplate, at one with nature. The aesthetic that developed among the artists of their generation was radical for its day. The precise rendering and unbounded optimism of the preceding Hudson River School was replaced by blurred edges and subtle color effects that acknowledged a certain weariness in order to offer a remedy. The expansiveness of the Hudson River School landscape was replaced by a more private view. The crystal light of the Luminists was replaced by the enveloping atmosphere of the Tonalists. In the wake of the American Civil War and after the advent of industrial factories, after the discovery of radiation, the publishing of Darwin's earth-shattering Origin of Species, and after numerous financial panics, Americans wanted an art that slowed the passage of time, that allowed for mystery and imagination. They wanted an art that would bring forth finer sentiments without becoming sentimental. Art was serious, a pinnacle expression of the philosophy of its time. Said George Inness, "A work of art does not appeal to the intellect. It does not appeal to the moral sense. Its aim is not to instruct, not to edify, but to awaken an emotion." Sadakichi Hartman, an early biographer of Whistler's, called it science for the soul. This was an art made for evening, a part of the day when the mind seems most open, when you could let yourself feel expansive. With a cup of tea, or perhaps a glass of wine, scotch if you're really lucky. These are the moments that tonalism courts. Or at dawn, before the world has really gotten on its way, in the last moments when time still feels like it's on your side. Its icons were the haystack, a symbol of labor finished, the moon, a beacon to another world, and the broad masses of land, water, and cloud. To this art they gave the name tonalism, incidentally as early as 1893, but starting principally after 1972, when Wanda Korn curated an exhibition called The Color of Mood at the DeYoung Museum. Since then, the soulful and sometimes wistful works by artists born between about 1840 and about 1865 have struck new generations as strangely relevant. The Tonalists pioneered an important path towards abstraction. For his highly informative book, A History of American Tonalism, 1880 to 1920, and for his help in securing loans, the gallery is deeply grateful to David Cleveland. I am also indebted to the contributors to the book, like Breath on Glass, for helping me to better understand the material. Please join us on First Thursday, September 5th. Poets Barry Spacks and Chris Yost will be reading their poetry to commemorate this landmark exhibition. Tonalism Then, 1870 to 1930, will be on view through December 29th. Come see it.